Good morning students, class 10th. Today we will discuss about the uses of decomposition reaction. So the first use is these decomposition reactions are used in extraction of metals from their respective ores. Extraction means to take out the metals by removing the impurities from their respective ore. Second use is by the process of electrolytic. The electrolytic decomposition reactions are also used to obtain the certain metals by the process of electrolysis from their molten salt. Means in this process there will be decomposition of the molten salt. Molten means the salt which are melted by the bypassing of electricity. Clear? And third use is in the process of digestion of food. We know that digestion of food is also a decomposition process, or decomposition reaction is involved during digestion of food. So the food we eat mainly consists of carbohydrate such as starch, proteins, etc. Clear? Now these starch and proteins are the complex compound. These complex compounds get decomposed in the body in presence of certain catalysts which are named as enzyme. In our body, enzymes will play the role of catalyst. They help in digestion of food by decomposing these starch and proteins into simpler substances such as sugar or glucose. Similarly, proteins also decompose into the respective similar substances called as amino acid. Clear? Because amino acid are the monomer of the proteins and proteins are the polymer of respective amino acid. So the next reaction, displacement reaction. This is a third type of reaction we are studying here. The first reaction we have done is combination reaction, second is decomposition reaction, now the third is displacement reaction. As the name indicates, displacement, the reaction which involves replacement of less reactive element from its compound by the more reactive element. So the displacement reaction may be defined as the reactions which involves or in which more reactive element combines with less reactive element from its salt solution. Less reactive element from its salt solution undergo displacement. Now this more reactive element displaces the less reactive from the salt solution, resulting in formation of here the salt solution of more reactive element plus less reactive element. Clear? For example, suppose we have element A combines with compound BC. This element A is more reactive and this compound BC is a salt solution, or simply we can say that it is a solution of the compound BC. In this solution, this element B suppose is less reactive and this element A is more reactive. Clear? The element A is more reactive and in this solution suppose B is the less reactive element. Now this more reactive element is able to displace this less reactive from the salt solution to form its own salt solution. Therefore it gives AC. Now this is the solution of element A with formation of less reactive element B. Such type of reactions are called as displacement reaction, and these reactions occurs mainly in the solution and the displacement of the more reactive element. This more reactive element may be metal or non-metal, and always more reactive element displaces the less reactive element from its salt solution. Now next example is, suppose we have iron metal reacts with copper sulfate solution. The physical state of this metal is solid and this copper sulfate is present in aqueous state. And we already know that the color of this copper sulfate solution is blue in color and this iron nail is grey in color. Now According to the reactivity series of metal, it is clear that this Fe is more reactive as compared to this Cu from this solution. अब जो कॉपर सल्फेट है ये हमारे पास सॉल्यूशन है, इस सॉल्यूशन के अंदर Cu जो है वो लेस रिएक्टिव स्पेसिस है, लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल है. नाउ दिस लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल इज डिस्प्लेस्ड बाय दिस Fe. अभी एक जो Fe है कॉपर को यहाँ से डिस्प्लेस करेगा, उसके प्लेसेस को रिप्लेस करेगा टू फॉर्म इट्स ओन साल्ट सॉल्यूशन FeSO4 एक्वस प्लस Cu सॉलिड. लेस रिएक्टिव मेटल जो वो हमारा लास्ट में प्रोडक्ट साइड में सेपरेट आएगा और जो कलर आएगा हमारे पास FeSO4 का, द कलर ऑब्टेन्ड इन दिस केस विल बी लाइट ग्रीन इन कलर. और जब भी हमारे पास डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन होगी तो उस केस में हमेशा हमारे पास कलर चेंज की ऑब्जर्वेशन जरूर नोटिस होगी. अगर मोर रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट डिस्प्लेस करता है लेस रिएक्टिव को, कलर सॉल्यूशन है तो प्रोडक्ट में कलर कुछ हो रहेगा. अगर यहाँ पर कलरलेस है it may be colored. If this is colored, it may be colorless. So different observations are obtained. Now how to remember the reactivity series of metal? This is the reactivity series of different metals starting from potassium, sodium, barium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, nickel, tin, lead. This one is hydrogen, then copper, mercury, silver, gold and platinum. तो बीच में हमारे पास यहाँ प्रेजेंट है हाइड्रोजन. जितने भी एलिमेंट्स H से ऊपर प्रेजेंट हैं दे आर मोर रिएक्टिव देन हाइड्रोजन, और जो H के बिलो प्रेजेंट है इट मीन्स दे आर लेस रिएक्टिव देन हाइड्रोजन. द एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट एट द टॉप इज कंसिडर्ड एज द मोस्ट रिएक्टिव मेटल एंड विच इज प्रेजेंट एट द बॉटम इज कंसिडर्ड एज द least reactive metal. So you have to remember this reactivity series to check out the displacement reaction, whether the reaction is going on or not going on, or we can say that whether the reaction is possible or not possible. This is the reactivity series of metals in which fluorine is the most reactive, followed by chlorine. Chlorine is more reactive than bromine. Bromine is more reactive than iodine. Therefore, in short, we can say that here fluorine is the most reactive and iodine is the least reactive known metal. Undergo displacement by following this type of order. Other examples of decomposition reactions are: first, when zinc combines with copper sulfate, it forms zinc sulfate with evolution of or with formation of copper. Now copper sulfate solution here is blue in color, and we know that zinc granules are silvery in appearance. Therefore, the color of this blue solution changes to colorless with formation of reddish brown coating on the surface of copper. Again, here zinc is more reactive as compared to copper, therefore undergo displacement to form its own salt solution. Next is when copper is mixed with silver nitrate solution, the color of silver nitrate is colorless. When we add copper into it, this colorless solution will changes into colored blue color, resulting in formation of copper nitrate and silver. The reverse reaction is not possible because silver is less reactive, it cannot displace copper from the salt solution. Next is magnesium when combines with copper sulfate, lead combines with copper chloride, sodium combines with water. Next is iron oxide, that is ferric oxide Fe2O3 combines with aluminium to give aluminium oxide with evolution or with formation of Fe in liquid state. This reaction is called as aluminothermy reaction and is used for thermite welding. Thermite welding means this reaction is used to weld the broken parts of iron machinery or the girders we used.